Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he
Shapes to shoot! It's off target and by quite a way.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
De Bruyne. And the ball's gone astray. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. De Bruyne wins the duel this time. Now it's Messi. Now it's Batistuta. Lovely ball and he's having a shot! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Yamal. Ball's gone out of play. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And Messi! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Messi brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Oh, good spread. Yamal gets into a good position. Oh, nice touch. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Vinicius Junior.
Oh, great feat, that.
That's very neat. Chance to deliver. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
That is good alertness. Now it's Batistuta. And here's Yamal. Yamal. And now they can clear their lines. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. De Bruyne looking to run onto it. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. It's out for a goal kick. That pass isn't the best. Beckenbauer. Picked out brilliant. David Villa! Dispatched clinically. They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Madrid grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class.
And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. That's a little off target. Played into space. He's a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard. Cannavaro. Back into the middle. Danger averted for now. And he's quick to snatch it back. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Kirkchu. And he's in on goal. Decent chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Villa has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Point-blank header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Rijkaard is there and he can pick it up. And it's De Bruyne. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Batistuta picks it up out wide. And he's gone looking for safety.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? He's delivered all right. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Batistuta. And here's Yamal. And that is expertly dealt with. Vinicius Junior. Saka. Delivers the ball. And the half-time whistle goes. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
En el marcador está a punto de aparecer el número premiado de nuestra rifa de hoy. Buena suerte a todos. Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 22. El dorsal 18.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
We've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Pedri, it's a pretty loose pass. And it's Kirkchu. Tries to pass it through. And a chance! Sticks it away! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
It's a sharp pass. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. And he was quick to react.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Chu with a real chance here. Chu! Oh, it's come loose. Hazard knocks it back.
That's good pressure, it gave him no other choice. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.847 espectadores.
Beckenbauer, who's set up one goal so far. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that could set him on his way. Thinks about... He's had a shot! Yes, it's in! Back to within one! Interesting! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. It made things quite uncomfortable for them.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Tries a shot! There's a goal! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be...
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Beckenbauer has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Looking to play him in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pinches it off him.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Neymar plays it in. Cleared without hesitation. Who saw this coming? It's turned into a real fight to the last. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, played right into his path. And no, that was never going to make it. And the pass is intercepted. Driving on and making good progress. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Lovely bit of skill. Tries to cross. And that has been cleared. Taken back almost at once. Plays it across. Yes! He's done it! Late in the day! This could well be it! Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
We are into overtime. And here's Yamal. Now who's going to... applies the finish! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Now it's Villa. And this is De Bruyne. And he's managed to get free. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Barcelona have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Neymar voted man of the match, and deservedly so. The end of the game. Reflections?
Barcelona really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, it's not very often you look at your goalkeeper as a source of inspiration, but I think we can make an exception for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Such an incredible player, one of the safest pair of hands around.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Yamal looking to get on the end of this. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
it's Messi. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Can he get onto this? Oh, that was vital. And that's put paid to a promising move. Batistuta! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Brazil finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Tries to pass it through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That is a great pick out. Neymar. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Neymar really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Batistuta. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Kimmich. Azar. It's played through for him. Otto spots it and intercepts. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Nice control. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Messi. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Good read, needed to be. Played into space. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Yamal. He is through here. Hangs one in. And it's hoisted clear. And this is Messi. Oh, big chance! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Batistuta at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now.
It's Neymar! That is decidedly lacking. Barcelona looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Now it's Yamal, and this is Batistuta. Kimmich. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's having a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're at it again in double quick time! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Cleared away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And here's Messi. Batistuta! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Barcelona have scored 2 quick goals here.
Minuto de acréscimo.
Neymar. That's good running with the ball. Nice. Ended up in no man's land. Hazard. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, great keeping. Snaffled out the danger.
I just thought...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Barcelona are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply.
A transmissão ao vivo da partida de hoje na Rádio FM do nosso clube. Substituição em andamento.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Yamal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Good take, and is he in? Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Now it's Yamal. The message is clear, none shall pass. Lovely pass, but can... It's Neymar! It's in! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Otto did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Chance for a shot! Sticks it away! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Brazil playing for pride here, the match surely beyond them. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
It was indecision all round, they have to do a bit better than that.
Pedri. Brazil appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Nicely weighted ball. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. He's got away. Neymar.
Such good technique.
Showing good feet. But Neymar! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Neymar. Hazard takes control of it and he's on the move. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries to cross. Real chance! It's in! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And the shot! Oh, glorious batting goal! is a gem! An absolute gem!
Gol marcado para o Barcelona.
And it is becoming
Aos
almost
23
too
minutos do
painful to
segundo
watch.
tempo pelo
Where to
jogador,
next?
camisa 9.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And Batistuta! That's another chance! In he goes again! He's got a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast!
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here. Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Oh, terrific save. Palmer. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Neymar. And here's Batistuta. That's a foul, no two ways about it.
Substituição.
Out to the left it goes. Great vision. Now it's Saka. Saka stood his ground strongly. Donnarumma deals with that nice and simple. Barcelona have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Now this could be a Brazilian counter-attack. He's in a good position here. Can he finish? It's in! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Camisa 7.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Odo. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Kimmich. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Hernandez. Neymar. And it's Kimmich. Hazard. Oh, well played, well played. Hernandez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That is a great pick out. And the shot! He's scored! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Hernandez, Neymar, oh that's fabulous, steaming on goalwards. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass was decent, they just couldn't kick out that killer ball. A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
That's an excellent interception. Goes for a shot! And he hits the net! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
He's going to be disappointed with that. That is a little undercooked. Over to the left. And it's Kimmich. Looking for options for movement. Chance, surely! They've scored! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And that means just one thing. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.